Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this 3D thumbs up. First, I'll show you before we get started. There will be a free preset in the description below. I made a pack of 20 of them, different colors, shaders on them. Feel free to grab that if you want to grab it and go, or if you want to follow along and see how I made it. And I'm going to show how to save it at the end as well into a preset so you can keep reusing it. You are able to make these any size you want, like I'm here in the inspector. You just click on it. But you can place them anywhere you want. Okay, we'll start with a new fusion composition. Right click and open a fusion page. This picture here is the I'm going to use for template. I'm going to mask all this out. You can grab the picture in the description below. We're going to use the S polygon node again and the extrude. I'm going to mask out the inside of this, the inside of this, the outer perimeter, and all three of these. So either I'm going to fast forward through all this to shorten the tutorial, or I'll cut and come back to it when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. I have it all masked out. I don't know if you can see it there. I got them all locked. Okay, we'll select S polygon 1. Shift spacebar. Type in extrude. Okay, let's set this first node up. Select it. Set the extrusion depth to 0.1, which is halfway. The bevel depth and bevel width, 0.02. Now let's go to custom. This side here is for the front. This side is for the back. Being we're going to rotate this, have it animated, we're going to do both sides. Bring both of them over like that. Highlight both the top ones and hit F as in flatten on the keyboard. Drag these little handles all the way out. Right up here above viewer 1, little lighting button. If you hit that, you can see more of the 3D. Kind of give you an idea what we're doing here. We're rounding these corners off here. In the inspector, go to materials. Right at the very top, you have override diffuse color. Select that. And let's go with red. You can change all these colors later if you like. Let's make sure we have this one all set. We're going to copy and paste it. Now you can see what part that is. We're going to move it down. Copy and paste it again. And one more time. These two, we do not want the edges beveled so much. So again, hit Shift Spacebar. And same thing on this one. Grab a merge. The second two, let's change the color of those to black. Make sure I got the right one. I do. Select the third one down. Go to the inspector. Let's go to excursion depth. We'll try 0.125 to start with. Let's add a camera, a render. Let's throw another merge in there. We'll connect the camera and lights to this one. Select that merge and shift spacebar. And type in directional light. Put your render in the viewer 2. Select the camera. In the inspector under transform, translation, Z-axis will move the camera back. Go ahead and adjust it back to whatever size you'd like. Select the render node. Select lighting and shadows. And go to directional light. In the inspector under transform, translation again, Z-axis. Select use target. And go ahead and move that camera back. You can also move them around with these little handles. I find them very intuitive and much easier to move it around than using those dials. Over here, let's go to controls and turn the intensity down a little bit. Something like that for now. And make a little room, we got to put a transform in here. So select the merge node, shift spacebar, and type in transform. Transform 3D is the one we want. Should always make sure they're connected. Now we can rotate this. On the second node, excursion node, we're going to set that to 0.125 as well. Now go to transform, translation, Z-axis. We're going to move that so it shows on both sides. Go down to third extrude node. Under transform, translation, Z-axis, we'll move that. If you don't already know, if you hold down the control button and adjust it by the values here, you can fine tune it much easier. Go back to the second one. Let's go ahead and animate this. We're going to start it out with the in the inspector. Select the transform node. Under rotation, y-axis, start at -30. We're going to move into frame 10 and then set the keyframe. Let's go to frame 50. Set a keyframe. Let's go to 100. Rotate that to 330. Okay, let's go back to frame 25. Set a keyframe on the rotation z-axis. Actually, let's go 5 frames to 30. Now advance 10 more frames to 40. And reset that back to 0. Now let's go to 120. Okay, we rotate it up to 10.4. Go to z-axis and set a keyframe. Advance 5 frames. Now we want to type in the 10.4. Advance 10 more frames. Set it back to 0. We'll play it and see how it looks. If you want to make it a little smoother, open your spline. If this is in the way, very top right, there's a little button. Click that. You only have to select the transform. Go over here to zoom to fit. Right here to select all. And F on the keyboard for flatten. Connect your media or your rendered or media out. I'm going to change this over to blue. Select the top extrude node. Because usually the hand is blue, I think. Go down to the 4th one. Under materials. And right down the line, do the same thing. Now if you select it up here in edit page, you can size it, move it around, whatever you like. Obviously you wouldn't want it this big, so we're going to downsize it before we make the template. These 3 nodes here, I'm going to change something. Change the bevel width to all 3 of the bottom ones, which are these up here. From 0.02 to 0.01. That looks much better. Okay, I'll show you how to save it as a preset. Before we do that though, let's get this sized a little bit better. Like one thing we forgot, go back to the camera node, select use target. You can also add an ambient light to this. But you don't want to use too much of that because it bleaches out the colors. The default setting, 0.2, is usually about the best. And you can adjust your lighting to your liking. Okay, select the camera node. Up in the inspector, under transform, translation, Z-axis, we'll move that camera back. That's how we're going to size this. We don't have to get it perfect because you can resize it on the edit page like I showed you. Go down to target, Y-axis. We'll move it down to the bottom of the screen. I think something like that's good enough. Okay, we're going to highlight everything except the media out. Like that. Right click either one of them and group. Make sure you do not have this mixed in. Right click, go to settings, save as, we'll give it a name. I'm going to call mine rotating thumb because I already have some in mine. Now we'll go to my folder, go up here to effects, templates, edit, titles. That's my folder. Right click, then hit show folder. It's right here. I'll copy and paste. Now I'll go to edit page, titles, my folder. Now we have it. And there it is. Don't forget the free preset in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.